Hello and welcome back to Fashion Bites. I'm Ellen Byerrum, author of The Crime of Fashion Mysteries that feature Lacey Smithsonian, a fashion reporter in Washington, D.C., the city that fashion forgot. However, there is something I am not forgetting this holiday season, and I am not forgetting things to say about a Christmas sweater. It's not a matter of national security, it's just a Christmas sweater. And a Christmas sweater starts the action in Grave Apparel, the fifth book in my Crime of Fashion Mysteries, which feature a Christmas theme and lots of heart and soul. If you like, this book is available now in ebook. It will soon be out in a beautiful new trade paperback edition, so do be looking for it. Now, back to Christmas sweaters. Garish Christmas sweaters are having a renaissance as people supposedly with good taste try to outdo each other with ugly sweaters and go to ugly sweater parties. But more about that later. I want to point out that there are also Hanukkah sweaters. I googled them, and yes, you can find Hanukkah attire online at Target and Macy's and other retailers. I particularly like the ones with menorahs that say, "Let's get lit." Never fear, there is something for everyone who wants to wear a loud sweater this holiday season. Many years ago, starting in the 80s, these seasonal sweaters were worn sincerely and fondly. Now they are merely ironic. People took joy in that uniquely resplendent knitted garment, decorated with Rudolph and Santa and their friends, the little toy soldier, the Nutcracker, or the Snow Queen. Mostly they were red or green, bedecked with jingle bells and fluffy white faux fur. Oddly, in Washington, D.C., several newspaper columnists tore into people who dared to show their holiday colors. There were some pretty inflammatory columns. Funny, though. No one could deny that these Christmas sweaters were festive. Sure, some people found them funny, but they were just sweaters and worn with goodwill. They offered a break from the dour gray and black and taupe palette of Washington, D.C. In the past, Christmas sweaters were not an expression of neo-retro, pseudo-faux, satirical, ironic, postmodern anything. No, they were as sincere as Charlie Brown's tree. But something has happened since then. People decided to celebrate the ugly Christmas sweater at parties with all the guests vying for the most over-the-top sweater. Did it start with the first Bridget Jones movie and the scene where the handsome Mark Darcy is wearing a stupid sweater, looking like a total doofus? Or maybe the blame lies elsewhere, someplace north of here. I am so delighted that the ugly Christmas sweater party is not America's fault. Whose fault is it? Canada's. Yep, Canadians actually take credit for them. Canada, land of the maple leaf. And the ugly Christmas sweater party. Canadians helped to make the garish, well-loved, less than tasteful Christmas sweater a thing of mockery. Remember, this is mocking things your grandmothers hold dear. But if you wear one, there are some things to keep in mind. Whether a sweater is ugly is in the eye of the beholder. You can make a big impression in an ugly sweater. Just ask yourself, do you want to? Think about what that sweater is saying about you. There might be cute ugly sweaters and atrocious ugly sweaters. Ones that fit well and ones so big you could wear it with a friend. You can always wind up looking like a walking, talking Christmas cookie. What if you were in an accident and had to be taken to the hospital in an ugly Christmas sweater? Do you want to give the nurses and doctors something to laugh about all night? Just a thought. And finally, you don't have to wear an ugly sweater just because someone is egging you on. If you ignored every other party invitation with a dress code, you don't have to be towing the line for an ugly sweater event. All in all, it's not the most important style statement you could make this holiday season. It's just a holiday sweater. Enjoy. And right now, I'm going to be worried about what I'm wearing to a fabulous Christmas ball. It's held here. It's a vintage Christmas ball, the white Christmas ball, and the attire is from the 40s and 50s, and I don't have anything to wear. But maybe I'll report on that next time. I'm Ellen Byerrum, and if you want to know more about me or my books, please look me up online. I'm at ellenbyerrum.com. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And I'll see you next time. Happy holidays.